Hello everyone, today we're going to react to a video that's by Onesie. This could be Onesie week because I've been doing nothing but Onesie for the past week. So we will do Onesie week this week and do some more sometimes next week or the week after. It depends. But today we're going to react to True Scary Safari Tour Story. Now, I've never been to a safari tour, but I really want to see some animals. But I can't sit there lying. I love some animals, but they scare me a lot. But I know some of them just want food or just don't want to defend themselves. But I think some animals are just creative, But we're gonna react to this and let's see what is this all about. I like the music.
It was a beautiful day in August. My family and I had just finished packing for our trip. We were bored and hadn't planned to do anything because our trip was in a couple of days. So we all decided to go to the Safari Zoo place because it was only an hour drive and a great way to kill time. When we got there and we noticed that there were a bunch of people at the zoo, my family could get impatient of this, so we asked the receptionist if there was anything we could do that wasn't too busy. Lucky for us, there were private tours. They were a bit expensive, but the lady assured us that the tour guides were highly educated and great at their job. We were given animal food and introduced to our private tour guide. When we first saw our tour guide, we noticed he was a little off. He had a weird lisp, didn't speak very much English, and had a really bad lazy eye. When my dad first tried to greet him, he ignored my dad and gestured us to one of the safari minivans. We were a little taken aback, but didn't think anything of it. Once we got into the van, we noticed that there was a bad smell and a bunch of animal food on the floor. He started driving before we could get our seatbelts on.
Does he know safety precautions? For real? I don't feel this mess don't sit right with me, none whatsoever. I don't think this is a real tour guide. Well, I think he is. He's just a little creepy. I think he's a real tour guide, but I think he's creepy. I think he's new to the job, but he needs to know car safety. Before you start moving, let the people wear their seatbelts first. That's one thing you gotta do. Let these people wear their seatbelts first.
We first passed by lions and hyenas. It was all really cool. There were also a bunch of vans and tour buses behind and in front of us that were taking all the attention of the animals. Out of the blue, the tour guide turned onto a trail that...
Little side note, before we go back, I really wanted a pet lion at first. I wanted a pet lion. But when I realized how expensive, because I gotta tame the lion. At first I wanted a lion. I was like, I want a pet lion. But when I realized you gotta tame it and how huge it is, I was like, no, I'm gonna get something else. So I might get a pet sloth. I don't know. I'm weird, but I would want a unique pet.
No other buses or vans were going on. My dad got a little suspicious and asked the tour guide where we were going. The tour guide replied with elephants, shortly because once again he didn't know English very well. Well, we really wanted to see the elephants at that time, so we all got excited. After a good 10 minutes of driving, we noticed that we had seen no animals and no other tour guides, just a never-ending forest. My mom, who has paranoia, was getting worried and repeatedly asked the tour guide where he was going. But then, he never answered. All of a sudden, he stopped the car and said he had to get something from the back of his car. My dad was getting red flags and watched him from the rearview mirror. And then, my dad hopped into the driver's seat, locked all the doors immediately, and pressed the accelerator to the floor. With a fearful face that I've never seen before like that, we were all slammed into the backs of our seats. "What's going on?" my mom yelled. "I saw him holding an axe," my dad yelled back. We made it back to the safari and to the receptionist. We explained the whole situation and she called the police. They had a long search and finally he got caught after a few hours. We got a full refund and later found out that our tour guide didn't even work at the safari but used a fake ID and had history linked with murder, kidnapping, and other crimes we won't mention. We also found out the reason that the car smelt so bad was because the tour guide admitted to killing multiple safari animals and taking them home. To this day, I still wonder what would have happened if my dad didn't look in the rearview mirror when the tour guide stopped the car.
Y'all got killed if you died. Then when you feel like something does not sit right, or you have a gut feeling that something bad is going to happen, use it, because people are crazy. People are really crazy. You can't trust nobody. The only people you can trust is your family, your friends that you know, like since you was babies or something. Because if you just now being friends with somebody, you gotta at least know them. Instead of just being so like, oh, we're best friends, you gotta at least know them first. But the only people you really need to trust is your family. Sometimes you can't even trust your family. But in most situations, you gotta trust your family. But that man was a murderer. I knew that man was a little off when we first saw him. Like, I know you can't judge a book by its cover. I know. But his energy was a little off. So I don't blame them, because I would feel the same way. I'd be like, I'm gonna keep a watchful eye on him. But anyways, we may do another reaction in a little bit. I may or may not. But if I do, look out for it. If I don't, we'll wait until Monday or Tuesday. But I'm not gonna sit there and lie. Yesterday, I was like, I was done. I was not gonna post anything no more. But after I show everybody the post, everybody said it was okay. And people actually, well, my family actually was like, you can still do this. So I'm gonna keep on doing this because I love what I'm doing, and I'm gonna do another post. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.